because I was angry with them, not because I hated them, but because I wanted to keep them with me. And
you want me to pay like $600 to be a part of it? I'm like, how'd that work? That's not. I thought management, the whole point was to get like all the plugs and hook you up with shit, not you go out of your pocket and hope for the best.
Cannibalism.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, identifies way before I got appendicitis.
But,
and if you never heard of me, well then you might have just skipped over the conversation where they talk about me as the
I mean, he was in the booth. His dad got bars, and he had a very unique voice. Like, he came up not too long ago, like about 3 months ago. Yo, tell your dad to release his album. It's been like, what, 20 years? He never had a debut album, his dad. He had like a mixtape back in like 2009 or some shit, but never released like a mixtape. He was like all over the circuit, like an open mic thing, doing all these big shows, and he would win them. He had dancers. They got shirts that said "I like pussy." Like he was really a madman.
He was in there.
He was in the fucking booth.
Alright, so we. Alright,
I said like this. I can make it look like 2 months pregnancy.
Yo, that's wild. Alright, yo. Started off though. You could introduce us. Nah, leave the TikTok. Y'all could join us for the podcast. What up, TikTok?
What's up, everybody? This is your boy, Richard Picasso.
Hey, yo.
We're here for episode 2 of season 3 of What's Up, Everybody podcast. I got my boy G.I. the character with me.
I'm in the building. Fuma mucho.
Bam,
Bam, bam, bam.
we haven't hired a soundboard guy yet. Even though it's been like 4 years of doing this.
I could be the soundboard. I just need tables. Yeah. But then I'm going to be in the fucking... I don't want to be that podcast guy with like... to be in front of the table and the board. I already do all this.
You gotta find the parks.
We gotta find a Parks.
Yes.
What Parks? You think Parks is still on the board? He be on the couch now sitting.
But he has control. Somebody has control of the board. He's the original guy doing the camera.
Somebody, I think it's the people in the back.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't have.
We
don't have the people in the
we
back.
don't got people. It's just
Hey yo, TikTok.
This is extremely raw.
I'll add us.
Look, Joe Rogan didn't pop off like a good 10 years, and then it got to blow up in dessert. Like he broke his phone. See that? Alright, so we got a bunch of different topics for today. You know, we got the Tory Lanez thing. We got the DDG, Halle Bailey thing. Chris Brown going to jail. Weekend. What else we got going on? There's some other stuff going on. That's off my head right now.
It's getting peed on, okay?
It's getting peed on, okay? Yeah, the CASSIE DIDDY trial. Really crazy.
A little bit too far.
Yeah, it's like the testimonies and been heard in those things. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's going a little bit too far. It's a little bit too like.
Yeah, a little bit too
vulgar. Like.
What you want to?
You want to just open up with the Diddy shit?
Yeah, that's
you want to just get
chunky one.
Just want to get fucking Diddy. You a nasty ninja, bro.
He's not nasty.
Yo, Diddy, you a nasty ninja. Like
he just do everything.
Yo, and I ain't gonna hold you. We all do freaky shit. People do freaky shit. I get it. I'm not judging the freaky shit, but recording all the freaky shit, recording every single thing freaky. Now that's like that's having an agenda. That's diabolical, because this was gonna happen eventually. You know what I mean? And then having, you never
recorded with anybody you love some freaky stuff.
My brain can't even get to the level where I would call a nigga over to have sex with my chick. My brain can't get to that level. I'm not even there yet. Till yo, babe, what you, there? Yo, bro, babe, it's Friday. What you want to do tonight? I don't know. I want to see you get fucked by a dude. Call that number.
I got on my speed dial.
What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? My brain can't even function that he was having escorts pound out his chick. That's crazy. But then you know what gets me more crazy? Those text messages from her. And some of those messages, she kind of corresponded. She's like, I can't wait for the next freak off.
But she says he did that to please him. He didn't know she was,
So she wrote text messages to make him happy?
yes.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Yo, I don't know. Like, look, you got that much money. I don't know. You crazy if you love like that. If you love like that, if you love somebody that much, that you would allow them to let other people plow you out and treat you like that. If you love somebody that much,
Yep.
yo, you have problems as well. Not only the person that you're loving, but you honestly have problems as well. Like I it's sad, but it's the honest truth. There's nothing you could.
Apparently, she's been peed on, and that he had like his children on his nipples and spreading it. You didn't hear all this, did you?
Yo,
How you get your children on your nipples and spread them?
yo, I kind of put my hat up with this cucking shit after Adam 22 let the porn star dude plow his wife for money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see how nervous this gets me? I be talking like this because it's like, but even so, she's a porn star, and I get it. That's her profession. That's what she does. But they were making money with them doing their own porn. The business was fine. The business was fine. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and then he doubled down too. He even had a threesome, just to prove. Listen, this is what we do. I call him over once a month, and we do this without the cameras there. You know what I mean? That like, I just my brain can't think about it.
You gotta be open, extremely.
You gotta be with you gotta be you gotta know who your partner is. At the end of the day, that's knowing who your partner is.
Yeah, you know who you with. This is your life partner for the rest of your life.
You gotta. There's something called like a sexual meter that everybody has. And everybody lies on a certain level of a sexual meter. You got people that are extra sexual. You got people that aren't sexual at all. And they just be like, it's whatever. You know what I mean? You got people that like BJs. You like women that don't like getting eaten out. It's whatever. You know, like different strokes for different folks. And all I'm saying is it should always be consentful. You should be aware of what your partner's likes and dislikes are and not force them to do something when they're uncomfortable with it. If somebody's uncomfortable with it, remove yourself because you need to find somebody freaky, or you know what I mean, or tuck it, If you could tuck your freak and it's not a big deal because you love the person,
It's hard to tuck the freak.
but for so long. You could only play yourself, but for so long on your wants and needs.
But
That's a fact.
Open up to like other different freaky stuff.
Well, but that's called loving somebody, though. You know, if you're gonna try to figure it out. Hey, you guys can't do A, so maybe you'll try B. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you love somebody, but like you said, how long can a person contain their freakiness? You know, and then how long before it's like it leads into you making other issues because, you know, you want it that way and you're not getting it that way, so you make other problems just to make problems there. You know, it's a slippery slope when you choose a partner and you don't know if you're satisfying them or not. It's a very slippery slope, and being satisfied comes in a lot of different forms because it could either be financially, it could be emotionally, it could be physically, you know, it could be sexually. But if you're not like satisfying some of those measures, you know, some of those means for your partner, then slippery slope on what do they really think about you, or why are they really there? Why are you really there? You know, why are we even doing this? If we ain't honestly looking to make each other happy in not all areas, but at least in the area of a partnership. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you're going to find not everybody's perfect. Not going to find a fucking perfect person, but
No.
shit. Don't try to be opposite. You know, back to the Diddy shit. When you look at a relationship like that in general, you know, besides him being famous, because I think there's relationships going on like that all around the world. He's just the only one in jail for it.
True.
And then when we broke down that shit outside, you know, the fact of the matter is like, what is he really getting looked at for? You know
Being a freak.
Yeah, for being a freak. You're not really, and you know, like that's your business.
Yeah, even like
Filming people's wild, dog. That's wrong if you film people without the consent. Like if those Meek Mill files are real and shit, like that's wrong.
Meek Mill's life is gonna be
That's wrong.
destroyed if
That's-
that's ever a real thing.
That's wrong. That's all I'm saying. Just shit like that. That's where I'll be drawing the line, I guess. You know, where it's like you're filming people without their consent. and you're having these parties, and you're, spiking the punch, so to speak. You're getting everybody hot and heavy with the baby oil. You doing all these things, and it's weird how Cat Williams is like the person that really started the whole. Once the allegation, no, leave it open. Once the allegation came, it was a straight downfall because everybody knew the truth. But I think there's a lot of people, like I told you, I think there's a lot of victims in this. Besides Cassie, it's weird too. Like, I wonder if this is the first time he's done this, or this is how bad he could get because he was allowed to get that bad. You always gotta ask yourself that question. Is this the first time a serial killer dismembered a person, or, did he has he been doing it for a while and that's how he got good at it? You gotta ask though. You gotta ask genuinely, like, what is it? How is it that a person could come that far and not have no consideration for another person?
I feel like Cassie's not like the only victim of Diddy that's like that, because
Of course not.
they were on and off for years, so it's like there was other willing participants besides, Cassie, in her situation.
Of course,
There has
though.
to be other ones. It's not just her.
Of course, I don't.
Were they down to do it? Unlike Cassie, like, if Cassie really couldn't do it, she had like a business obligation. Did he call like the other Cassie?
Well, the thing is, how we don't. That's not the first 20 million he's paid out. That's what you're saying. Basically, if there was other people he did this to, there's probably more payouts and more NDAs. And NDAs and payouts and not wanting to be exposed, like not wanting to be exposed goes a long way, bro. Some people just rather pay their way out. And I ain't hating. Because if I had money and people want to fucking be just coming at you for shit, but I want to keep getting more money, you're going to either...
People will come at you when you don't got money.
Yeah, but there's a big difference. When you don't got money, you be stupid to fight certain battles. When you got money, you got leverage. That's why every boss is a boss. That's why every boss that has a business has his employees, and everybody kind of knows their position, because it's like, at some extent, when you got the money, that's why you're able to be evil for so long. That's why bad people able to be bad for so long. You know what I mean? That's why it's hard for good people to be good for so long. Money is, I love money. And I
love money.
Yes, I love money, but that's the money. There's something evil behind money we don't see. We don't really see it until you're part of it and involved with it. You don't really see it until it consumes you, and you're doing things now that you never expected you'd be doing because you're in a whole different tax bracket. You know what I'm saying? Like, money has another side besides the good things it could do. Because I ain't hating on nigga with money. I ain't hating on nigga without money. But
so hate in some way.
In some way,
hate, but the next
in some way, if you got any type of money, you got hate.
You got $1 in your account, and a motherfucker will hate that you got $1 in your account.
All right, so does Diddy come off with what? I know it's still early. They said the trial's gonna be like 2 weeks. This is like week 1. Is Diddy? What do you think? Do you think he's just gonna come off with like a DV case, just domestic violence, beating a bitch up, and you don't think he'll get a prostitution case, right? You don't think he's running a prostitution ring, right?
Because it's not like he's leasing cash. Like, hey, you gotta go over there, satisfy that dude.
You look sad in your pictures too, homie. You look fucked up. Every bit,
white hairs and everything.
every bit of like a guy going to go be the president. And they say a person goes for president in 4 years, he ages 10, like Obama. Obama went in there 4 years, came out age 10. That was Diddy right there. He went to jail, and it's
age at all.
What?
Trump has an age though.
Yeah, but Trump has age though. If you really look at, I looked at him from his old shit, and yeah, he keeps it together well. He's on some. It's almost like I think about it like a fighter on his last leg, or an NFL player on his last. Remember Any Given Sunday? You ever seen Any Given Sunday?
Yeah.
I remember the black dude. It was last play of the game. He was like the middle linebacker, and he couldn't see, and his legs all fucked. He's like, "Coach, this gonna be my last game. You gotta shoot me up with it. Shoot me up. I'm gonna make that play. I'm gonna make that." It's kind of like you're on your lap. That's what Trump is on right now. I feel like Trump is getting some meds. He told everybody, "Yo, give me the best fucking shit. I don't care if you go to Mexico. Make it in America if you can." Yo, that's what he said. And he's every day on some extra shit, bro. Because I don't know how he be going to all these countries, making these trades like that. But that's my point. Look, money can either do evil things or it could do great things. And I think right there is like a good example. Trump got all that money in the world, had a little prostitution issue, fuck Stormy Daniels, used political money to pay off, supposedly, whatever, like, and that's where the freaky shit stopped. The nigga looked at himself in the mirror. He said, I'm fucking 80-something years old. I'm going to die soon. I put pussy to the side. Just be president. If Diddy would have just put his freaky shit to the side, you know what I'm saying? Or found a better partner to do it. That's another thing, though. Like I said, he's been doing it for too long. Every dog has his day, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Every dog has his day.
Gangstar.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't fucking keep doing bad shit to people and bad shit in general, where genuinely, like, you wake up the next morning and you rolled it off your shoulders. If you're gonna act like that, the situation's eventually gonna catch up with your ass. One of them will. Something will. Because something you just can't look past in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, something in the morning you're just gonna have to deal with. And if you don't want to deal with it, then don't. But if you keep pursuing your ways, it's gonna deal with you eventually.
True.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
All right, let's get off Diddy, yo. Diddy, that shit, it's fucked up. I'm telling you, he's like I was saying, it's like the black version of Epstein. He has all these files and documents on all these people and all this footage, right? And he's right there, alive. You know what I mean? Chilling, just waiting. Cause imagine it goes too far and the wrong person gets exposed in one of those videos. Like, imagine you got like fucking A-Rod or J-Lo or any of these people in your fucking videos, and for any reason, like, and that's another thing with the jury. The jury is gonna be tainted forever. These niggas just got finished watching 72 hours of fucking black porn and shit. And people getting choked out and all this, and famous people. You know how you used to like J-Lo and you used to like everybody, and those were and now you seeing her, you know what I mean, bent over in a Diddy video. Like, it's not gonna make you feel good. Like, it's that. You're gonna be like, you're gonna go home with that taintedness. Watch these books that come out from the jurors. $5. Watch these books that come out from the jurors. They're gonna be bananas. The shit that I saw in those videos. They're gonna bring celebrity names up that wasn't even there. Watch. Just to spite. Why not?
Like, I saw Mickey Mouse in there.
You call it a fiction book, it'll still sell. You know what I'm saying? It'll still sell. But that's my, like, I don't know. For me, it's like, people shouldn't be exposed to things they don't want to be exposed to. I think that's bottom line from every point of view. From the jury, Cassie, fucking anybody else in the Diddy video or took the punch. You know what I mean? Like, if you didn't want to be part of that, you shouldn't have had to been part of that. Have been forced. Don't force your shit on people, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of forcing your shit on people, fucking, you said Tory Lanez got stabbed up?
Yep.
How he got stabbed up? Let's not leave jail. Let's just stay in jail.
Apparently got stabbed 14 times.
Okay.
Allegedly, it was like a hit. Because supposedly there was like a gang war that was going on in the jails. But around when this was happening, at the same time, his, like, not his jury, like his lawyers, his defense people, like, came out and said that they found like some new evidence that, well, not evidence per se, but it was like the bodyguard of Kelsey pretty much admitted that she shot Tory. But it's like,
But we knew that though.
But the whole thing is like the bodyguard wasn't there with Kelsey. It was just something that he admitted, and he told these people called Unite the People. I guess they're like some defense group for Tory, trying to find out information to make sure that he, like, you know, looks good and he didn't do it. And they pretty much said it on the stand. And then there was like, they were doing like an op-ed. One guy was doing an op-ed for the New York Times talking about like all the holes in like the whole Tory case. So it's like they find a coincidence that he gets stabbed up when the story's about to come out, when the lawyer's about to come out, and then like Drake says free Tory, Chris Brown says free Tory, and then he ends up in a jail in Manchester for some fight in the UK. So it's like, it's all like a conspiracy theory that it's all against, they try to kill Tory just to like quote unquote bury the story.
This is a tinfoil hat shit I don't like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't see them being correlated. I don't think they're correlated. That'd be some shit if they correlated. But honestly, I think the whole messed up thing about Tory Lanez is that, you know, whether or not, if he shot at Meg, then yeah, obviously you get every bit of you deserve. But for it not to be proven unanimous in court, it's like that OJ thing. you know, when OJ got off, you know, half of us was like, okay, buddy, and the other half was like, damn right he got out, good shit, you know. And with Tory, it's kind of the same thing. And I think when you get those split decision cases, I think those are like the worst things in the world. Like if it's not unanimous, if 12 people and a judge can't decide whether this person's story is true or false, then they don't deserve to be put into this system of animals, because you don't know if he really did it or not. You know, and I know he's been proven guilty, but again, in the streets, it don't feel like that. In the streets, we over here like, damn, did he really do it? And then you get info like that on the internet, bodyguard saying blah, blah, blah. We all know that she took a bag in order to change her talk. You know, it's like the dirt is right there and the corruption be right there, but it's okay because the way the judicial system works, it's not for the victimizers. It's not for the people that are accused, whether they're guilty or not. Like, yo, that shit irks the shit out of me when niggas go to jail and then get proven not guilty and been there for 12 years. I did 12 years in the slammer. I got here when I was 22. And now I'm 34. Brolic and shit with tattoos and civilization trying to get a job. Yo, what the fuck? That shit's hard to acclimate. That shit's hard to acclimate and adjust after being surrounded by fucking goons and fucking people trying to stab you up and eating with your head up and all that shit. Right? Yeah, you gotta eat with your head up and shit. You gotta make different tools in order to make different concoctions to pass the time. You know, you gotta work out, you gotta read books, but still gotta watch it back because you said something to this guy and you ain't know this guy was what with this guy, and then these guys are in some type of nation together. Yo, jail is for the animals and it's not for the faint-hearted. The thought of jail makes me so saddened. I get sad, my nigga. I get sad that these people in jail, yo. I get sad. Not everybody. I'm not saying everybody deserves to be free. Don't take me like that. I'm just saying there should be a way to try to reform people properly, right? Reform people properly. Oh, this brings something good up. There should be a way to reform people properly, or if you don't, I'm gonna go to my evil side. Just kill them. Yo, if somebody's a fucking animal and a menace to society and all they want to do is body people, rape, murder, pillage, kill them. We don't need them. Like, humanity doesn't need evilness. I don't know where, and you know what? I know it's eye for an eye that I'm talking about in some sense, but it's not. It's not even eye for an eye. It's just in general. What do you do with a menace, an animal? You leave them in a cage? No. You kill wild animals that act up. When you got a crazy animal in your herd that's acting crazy and bugging out, roosters and shit like that, you can only have one rooster because roosters start bugging the fuck out as they get older. You know, like, you kill them. You have no choice. You put Larry on the table and you chop him up for dinner because Larry was acting up last night. You know, what are we doing though? With jails, we just hurt our animals. We take the wickedest people in the world. We put them with more wicked people in the world. And then we say, go be better someday. Someday maybe you'll get out. Keep appealing. Keep trying. Someday maybe you'll be better. 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 But there's no real help. Not a lot of people come out of jail and like have good success stories, bro. And that's fucked up because you should be allowed to some extent make a mistake. Yep. I don't believe all killing is justified. But if some dude...
Like the police officer one?
What?
And that dude killed a police officer because they killed his son?
Oh, yeah. See? Like, hey. But I asked you, did he kill the same police officer?
No.
See? That's pussy shit. That's pussy shit. See, that's pussy shit. I gotta call a spade a spade. If you take something from me, I have to take it directly from you. Because it's nobody else's fault. I'm not going to go kill your mama because you did something to me. It's fine. I'm not going to go kill your mama because you did something to me. You feel me? Like, that's not the way it works. And that's not the way it should work neither. Like, that's kind of foul.
I mean, you just saw it's an eye for an eye.
Oh, shit. Yeah, but that's not an eye for an eye. You went for a person's different eyes. It's not the same eye. What are you talking about?
It's like I don't want the same eye. I want different eyes.
Nah, that's not right though. Now you're reaching and you're causing chaos. You're causing chaos to trickle into other people's lives. You know, if you genuinely done something wrong to somebody and shit, you gotta know it's coming from somewhere. You know, at the end of the day. But I do believe that people are allowed to make mistakes, and I do believe people can reform. I don't believe reform is impossible. That'd be naive to believe that reform be impossible. You know what I'm saying? People can change. People can change. People can be better. But when you put them in environment to be better, to thrive and get them the help that they need. If you keep a person in the same situation and you expect them to change, that's a tall task. It's a tall task. You know, especially if the opportunity is not there. You could only do but so much without opportunity. And that's what it comes to, like when people talk about men's health, mental health, right? And you know, and we talk about people's mental health, and everybody really cared about that shit so much, we would start at the root of where like our mental health problems lie. They start with like the beginning of us. Why do we have these problems? We didn't have nobody to talk to. So now we have to go and unravel those things for ourselves, right? Try asking a jail nigga to do all that shit. While he's in jail, his best friend is Juan. And fucking that guy keeps looking at him weird for the past week. And you want him to calm down and unravel things in his life and be a better person. Fuck out of here. Yo, I saw this documentary called there is a experiment called Universe 25. Ever heard of it?
Nope.
Alright. This scientist, he built like a fortress, like an elaborate what you want to call it? A place for mice to live. Mm-hmm. It was like an elaborate home in the ground for a place to mice to live. He built it with like catacombs and shelves, and he put it in the ground and covered it, you know, and he started off, I think, with like 35, like a couple mice, and then I think within 700 days, they never filled up, and he had enough food, water, and homes for 3,000 mice. They never had to beg for food. But what the mice were doing as they were multiplying, they weren't spreading out. They were becoming savages with each other over everything. The males were fighting for dominant spaces. There was catacombs of extra space up there. You can go, there's food. No, it's my space. As more males appeared, they started killing in order to see who was the more dominant male. The females, to defend themselves, they started getting irrational and started neglecting the babies. So instead of having more babies like they were in the beginning, they were having less babies because they were causing more chaos amongst one another. Fucking crazy experiment, right? And then there were some mice that lived up in the higher catacombs, and they were lazy. They would lay back, chill, eat food, never in confrontation. Their coats looked cleaner. Their whole demeanor was better compared to the mice that were on the bottom that were all cluttered, that chose not to go nowhere. Right? Like, and I saw that I saw that experiment. I heard it on YouTube. I was like, yo, that reminds me of a lot of our living norms. You know, if you don't get taught the right tools to want to go and be greater, you won't even know what that means. Like, I ain't downplaying no family that runs a business. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if everybody's going to stay at that job for fucking 40 years and not look to do something better, I think that's a problem. You know what I mean? If you're not looking to expand, that's your bell?
Yep, it's my bell.
That's your bell, son.
Pause. Amazon.
Oh, yo, we doing a pod, my nigga. But yeah, like you gotta look to want to expand. Some people keep, it's weird when I'll see, and I'm not judging. I'm being facetious and being a dick at the same time. Yo, disclaimer, I don't think I said it. Everything.
Don't think you said it.
I don't think I said it. I'm gonna have to say it now and then reverse it and then flip it and then come backwards. Listen, everything I say here is jokes. It's not the truth.
Okay.
I'm not talking about no one. I'm not talking about nothing. Nobody incriminating. It's a laugh. Okay, it's a laugh. Don't take it personal.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, you got say you got a cousin, right? And he works at the family business. He works at the family supermarket. He's been there since he's been 20 years old, and now he's 65 years old. 45 years went by. Still there. He's gonna retire there. And you know he's good with his only hitting $100,000 a year after 45 years at a job. He's good with not moving into a manager. He's good with just doing produce. He's people like that. Like I admire them. That simplicity of being able to not want more is fucking great. But on the other hand, that shit is not me. I can't do that, son. I couldn't be under a system's umbrella and not want growth. Something more, something bigger. And I'm willing to work for it and earn it. But come on, fucking cousin Larry been at the fucking produce spot for 45 years playing with the melons. And he's fucking God.
Content.
God. I admire you people. I admire you content people. I admire you people that love simplicity like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a simple man, don't get me wrong, but I still have big dreams, I would say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's never wrong to keep having a dream, no matter how old you are, whatever job you're at. Because I feel like having that dream that keeps you going, even when it's not exactly happening at that place in time for you. Like if you love your job, look, like
I'm not hating on you. I'm not hating on you, and I ain't talking shit about you neither. I'm just saying that it's not me, and
you love your job, keep working your job. If it's something that helps you pay your bills, provide for your family, get you going in the morning, great. But then like, just don't be like that guy that like you see somebody
complains about it.
That like not even complain about it, but like you see the other guy get the promotion that you don't like, he gets management.
Oh, hate.
Like, why you here? You didn't want that job. It's like, oh, why he get the job?
Yeah.
Why he get the management
Yeah,
role?
you can't hate. Nah, I'm not talking about the hater, cause that'd be different.
There's people like that.
But there's people like that too.
I'm content with my job. I'm good where I get paid for.
And then
but the guy don't like got the raise, the promotion. Why are you mad? You could have went for it too. He sat at the interview, did the 3 interviews, and you chose to keep doing the melons. He wanted to fuck be the nigga bossing you around with the melons. He had high aspirations for himself. You did. Why are you mad? You want simplicity. Now your life's gonna be hard because the nigga you hate. Now he knows you hate him.
He's in a manager position, ready to fuck you over.
Yep. Like, oh, you see this whole truckload of melons right here? I need you to unload this whole truck of melons.
You like messing with melons, right?
Yep.
Yo, come over here. Come check this whole fucking 5 pallets of melons. Bring it out to the floor.
Yep. I need you to make a merchandise counter for it. I need you to put it in the shelf. I need you to make melon juices at the juice stand. Simplicity, right?
You don't like me, huh? I heard that shit you were talking.
You don't like me, but I love you enough for the both of us.
I heard that shit you were talking. You think it wouldn't come back to me. I heard it, though. Oh, shit.
And then you can't get mad. Like, hey, he's my man. I'm doing the job. I'm following orders.
I've definitely had those moments, though. I've definitely had those moments where it was like a work dinner or something, and I'd be like, I know it was 6 months ago you said that shit, but I know you gonna be at that dinner, and I'ma head crack you real quick. I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna stand out here and fucking smoke an extra cigarette just to wait to see when you come, just to crack you right at the door, bro. Like, yo, but you know what? Shout out to those people. Shout out to those people that'd rather talk shit instead of do some shit about it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's all that is. Like, you got talkers and you got walkers. You know what I mean? You got losers and you got movers. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day,
look, make the right moves. if you have a dream, if you have bigger aspirations for yourself, make sure you stick to them. There's going to be a lot of bumps in the road. There's going to be a lot of people that tell you it's stupid. You're going to feel like nothing's going anywhere. But with everything, it takes time. Nothing's going to happen overnight. Not like even for us, we didn't get to where we were overnight. Like, this is years in the making. Like, for me, Yo-Yo, that took years in the making. For him doing, like, the shirts, like, 3D printed shirts, statues, and all these things, that takes years.
I think, but you know what it is too, though?
It's time.
You got to trust in yourself. You got to have trust in yourself. Like, you're going to make mistakes, you know. Be hard on yourself.
Look.
Stop with all this shit. Like,
I'm Yo-Yo with this. I got 2 knots in this bitch.
that's life.
That's life.
That's
But
life.
I can still bring this bitch up.
You got to be hard on yourself, though. Don't think because you make a mistake, you're like, man, nah, fuck that. Be hard on yourself. Correct the mistake if you really give a shit about yourself.
What's that quote? Like, if you don't fail, you don't try anything new.
If you don't fail, you don't try anything new. Well, if you don't try anything new, you failing.
Well, you can do that with any quote then. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. If I take 0% of the shots I do take.
Yeah, well, it's the truth. If you fail, you know, if you don't try, then you're failing. You got to do something. Well, then you don't though, because you could just work at the melons.
It's better to try. It's better to try and fail than to not have tried in the first place.
Yeah, fuck that nigga in the melons. Probably got a bad wife too. Nigga, mad simple. He got the bad wife out of everybody. She comes bring him lunch every day. She always comes in wearing nice clothes. You be sitting there in the back like,
she got the
how the fuck did he get that?
Yep. and you could be the manager. Hate it.
And it begins. Yo, like, go take those fucking back.
Hey, your 15 minutes is up.
Yeah, she just got it. No.
I saw the time clock.
And you see that nigga. Hey, Miss Lawrence. You're like, hey.
You brung him lunch?
You brought him lunch, yo. She's like, yeah, Dad, I love my honey bun.
Oh, that's so sweet.
He starts hating some more. That shit. I gotta go now. I gotta go pick up lunch for dinner. I gotta go pick up stuff for dinner from the other market. She gets to her little car.
Let me walk you to your car.
Nah, you can't do that because you can't.
You can do that
because she's giving a kiss to this nigga before she gets in the car.
That's just something about her, not you.
You know what I mean? No, it's her husband. She's giving a kiss to the husband. You're gonna watch that happen as you hate. And look, as he kisses,
she got the melon nigga, and she goes to the other store for the orange.
You know what she does? He puts his hand on, as you hate, and as the manager's at the door.
How's it going, sweetheart?
Smoking a cigarette. He goes, "Have a good night, honey. I'll see you when you get home."
How many melons off you want out the
truck? You smoking that bogey down to the fucking
to the roach. You gonna be on the roach? You're gonna eat the roach.
Listen, I'm gonna need you to stay an extra fucking 20 minutes tonight. Try to keep that nigga.
Is it overtime?
No overtime. You know we're over on budget.
Thank God I'm union. I'm union, nigga. I don't go overtime.
All right, what we got? We got What do you think about this? Well, if they call a fucking, you know, if it quacks like a duck and it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, there's a big chance it's a duck. So is DDG a duck? Hey,
no.
You got 2 women
not yet
accusing him of beating him up.
But it wasn't really 2 because he was dating the other girl for a little bit, and Halle Bailey's the only one he like took serious and had a baby from. And Ruby Rose was crazy her goddamn self. Like she literally was like, if you see old videos of them, she's like knocking on this dude's door, like outside, like the camera. You see on the camera, like her begging, and then she's like throwing shit at him. So it's like, it's not like she's no angel. It's like the history of Ruby Rose is fucking dangerous.
Do you knock a bitch out if you're defending yourself?
No.
What if she's hitting you hard?
You just hit her enough to run away. Because you knock her out, you don't know if she's going to get back up and shit. But at least she's like, oh, ow, you hurt me. All right, now you run.
Yeah, but what if she's not stopping?
I mean, if you got your hands and she got back.
My nigga, what if she, yeah, what if you dated a chick and you ain't know,
shit.
Like, you did, like, if you dated a chick, like, look, see, I think I'm okay compared, well, no, I shouldn't say that. I don't mean this, but say a chick your size, because you taller than me, you bigger than me, right?
Yes.
So let's say your body range. your body weight range, right?
Yes.
Let's say around there, and you started dating and you didn't know she had hands. You didn't.
Like, oh,
Yeah,
where the fuck is this shit come from?
yeah. You didn't.
Fucking Ultra Instinct Goku and shit.
Yeah, you didn't know she had hands, like genuinely. Let's say you didn't know, and you get into an argument, and she proceeds to.
Mike Tyson.
No, she just jabs you once in the face. No, matter of fact, she does that. She makes you flinch. She goes, "Yo, I said shut the fuck up," and you're like, "No, what the fuck you gonna do about it?" And she goes like that to you, and you go, "Yeah."
Like, wait, what? What?
You pull back and look at her.
What?
You alright? And then she goes, "I'm gonna fuck you up if you don't fucking stop playing with me." And you're like, "You serious right now? You ain't gonna do shit." You start to poke your chest out, right?
Bring it.
And nigga, she fucking throws a left hand at your chin. Just jabs you in your chin right there. Are you not gonna hit her back? You gonna run?
I mean,
You gonna try to?
No, I gotta swing back.
It?
Yeah.
You feel it?
I gotta swing back.
He
All
feels
if it
the
hurts-
punch.
If it's like one of those, like, okay, I took your shit, then I'll start like,
He feels the
stop
punch.
holding hands down, something, or at least push her and then run,
Ah, nigga, that bitch fucking jabbed you, and you went, "Oh."
and then you gonna like,
And then you're gonna want to fucking grab her arm.
I mean,
and she
reflex.
she gives you 3. Bing, 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 bing. Oh,
Bing, bop,
oh,
boom, boom,
oh.
bam.
I guess at that point you gotta run, nigga. You
Gotta
know.
run. Because no matter what, if you
can't knock her out.
You can't knock her out. You can't even bruise her because that'll be a fucking thing. So you gotta push her.
You can't knock. Nah, you can knock her out though. Like, but I don't think you
If she got like, a
can.
weapon, she got
If she got hands, nigga, no, you knock her out and you put the weapon in her hand. Nigga, what?
The prince is
What
on the
fuck?
fucking.
I already thought this shit through. You knock her out,
You
nigga.
thought this through.
Yeah, of course, because I always thought like if women act erratic too.
Very erratic. Way more
Very.
erratic than niggas.
And I've seen women like throw shit at people. I've seen women like try to cut somebody. I've seen like women act erratic too, more than
Way more than men.
way more than men. But at the same time, a dude would do some weird shit like ride around your block and ride around in the car 12 times and like until they find you. Like a dude to do some weird shit like that's just weird. But women to be in your face erratic. They crazy as front and center.
And they'll go online with it.
You know what I'm saying? Like
start the fire. Like
And
when
then-
I find this bitch. Oh, they'll do like subliminals on like Instagram stories going.
but when a woman got a beef with you,
She is out of beef.
so it's like
Hot one.
I don't know how I'm gonna get if you start throwing shit at me.
You know how many girls?
I don't know how I'm gonna get, bitch, if you start throwing. You pick up a fucking shoe and throw it at me. I'm gonna pick up this ashtray and fucking wing it at you.
Frisbee throw.
I'm gonna fucking wing it at you, and then I'm gonna put the ashtray in your hand and say you were trying to hit me with that, and you hit yourself invertedly.
Ah!
You fucking went to swing and it hit you. Why is the mark there? I don't have no clue.
But that's like when women have women beef. Women hate other women. That's what I've been learning.
That's what I don't like neither. I don't like that shit neither. Like, yo,
Don't talk about all this like women empowerment and black
Niggas be more
black
chill.
magic, black girl magic.
niggas be kind of more chill, like
It's like the only thing that makes men hate other men. It's like
status,
sad, like
status,
like men,
bitches.
I don't money. That's it.
status, bitches, money
It's
make
like
men.
three things men fight over.
And yeah, they don't really fight over style.
Like oh, he looks good.
They do hate on the nigga style though.
Those shoes. is fire.
But for the most part,
Girls
niggas be like, yo, them
"Oh,
shits
I
are
actually got
fire.
Those Giuseppe
Yeah.
Zanotti's on.
Yup. Oh, look at her ass. She got cellulites in them. I'm like,
And don't
nice.
Be the
Nice.
dude walking with that girl holding her hand, and you see the nice girl with the ass, the nice shoes on, and you're like looking, and she's looking at you. Look at the girl, going like, oh, "What are you looking at? What are you looking at?"
Yeah, I can't stand an insecure woman. There's nothing more discomforting than a man or a woman that is insecure in any type of way. Like, you should know what you got. You should know what you do and don't do. You should know what your do's and don'ts are. You know what I'm saying? Don't put your shit on your partner because you don't feel good about yourself. Gotta go feel good about yourself. Gotta go fix your shit and go do Pilates and go fucking, go see the massage guy. You gotta maybe get into the creases to work out where the fat goes. Like, you gotta get into your shit. Like, I think there's nothing more unattractive than like a partner that doesn't have good financial standings at my age. Like, as a 36-year-old dude, and I don't like a partner that still has like attitude issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's one thing if you're just a bitch by nature, even that is a little bit not my type no more. You know what I mean?
That was never my type.
Nah, I used to like the bitch by nature women, yo. I swear to God, if you look at my past, most of my women are like 80% bitches. Like, by nature. Like, just how they were brought up, how they speak. And it kind of made me toxic in a situation, too, because now
That's why I don't want it.
because I think it's cool to be like that. We be thinking it's cool to be like that to each other, and now both of us are over here talking to each other like, some macaroons and shit. Like, it's just fucked up. And that's why, like, as I gotten older, there's a lot of do's and don'ts that just... And I think it should be a every person thing. Every person should have a certain type of, like, look at yourself in the mirror moment and then, like, look for some growth. You know what I'm saying? Look at yourself in the mirror moment and then look for some growth.
Some people don't own mirrors.
Even if it's something simple like changing a tire. You know what I'm saying? Like, even something so simple like changing your attire. Going from wearing large all the time to going to a medium. It's growth. Something so simple. Going to the gym once a week. It's growth. People got to look for that. And I think that when you do that, that's when you start to see what you're made of. And you see what you could deal with and can't deal with. Like, keeping it a band. We have these conversations off camera. But, yeah, the power is all in the hand of the holder. Nobody got your power. You got your power, Rocky. Your power's right here, Rocky. You know what I'm saying? This is a Thanos hand. You always keep the Thanos hand. Come down and swat like a fucking... You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what it is. Like, you gotta trust yourself. You gotta trust yourself. I don't want to say trust the process, because even that's part of it. But don't depend on the process to work for you. That's where people get fucked up. You could trust the process. Be in a relationship, go through a rocky time, and because how you care about one another or how long you've been there, trust the process that it's gonna work. Nah, don't trust that fucking process. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. It's weird. I try to create action in everything I do. So when I think about how people consume in relationships, I tell you, God bless y'all niggas that make it 20, 25 years. God bless y'all. But I know there's some stories in there. Because you don't be with somebody for 25, 30 years and not have a oh wow moment. And I ask people all the time, like, yo, you've been with like 30 years, 40 years. How'd you do it?
Argue.
And the dude just like, half the dudes just look at me too, like they never got asked the question. Like, they've been in their bubble for so long, they forgot the answer. Like, how did I do it? Like, how did I get here 35 years? But
That's like my parents. My parents got 42 years. My dad, that same question would be like, honestly, I don't even know.
it's all a flash.
It's like I blinked. I blinked and I was in the fucking altar wearing the suit getting married. Then I blinked again and I got 2 kids. Then I blinked again and I'm an old man. Like, time flies so fast that you don't realize.
Do you think it's easier to co-parent in light of being better people, or should 2 parents stay together to make the child's life better? I know I'm asking you this and I have answered, but I'm just asking your opinion.
From my experiences, like, knowing people that have kids and are co-parenting, but it depends usually on which partner is doing what.
It always depends on which partner
Because
go.
you can have one partner doing everything and the other one doing barely nothing. You can have one going back and forth, like, okay, this day I'll be there for our kid, and the other day you get to be your kid, and then it works. But then there'll be like those ones that are just like
Bitter.
bit bitter or very
Bitches.
bit spotty.
Bitter bitches. Yes.
No, it could be bitter niggas too. There's bitter niggas as well.
Bitter niggas though.
It's like because sometimes it's
Bitter niggas. I can't even hold you. I'm not taking nothing away from y'all. Bitter niggas. Y'all need to stop that. If you didn't want to be with the pussy,
yeah, you shouldn't have
you gotta let the pussy go.
like.
Gotta let the pussy go. You can't be arguing with your baby mom over what niggas she date,
Yeah.
how she move, unless your kid is affected somehow and your kid comes back talking about, yo, daddy, yo, this nigga, he's fucking the shit out of my mom. No.
Like, that was also another thing too, when it's like when you're in a relationship with her, like a girl who has a kid, it's like you like giving her you like putting her through the mattress type shit. It's like there's no thought in your head that's like, man, what is the baby daddy was in this shit at one point.
Oh, well, look, I'm going to speak from experience. Again, these are people live and learn. You know, people live and learn and get mature about things. I do be schemed out, like, when a chick got, like, multiple children.
Yeah, I find that very weird.
Because,
To me, that's weird.
look, we're all adults. We all got here by fucking people fuck. People have sex.
Like, we don't got kids.
But it's not even only that. It's not. So I'm saying is, everybody has fucking had their situation where they got jizzed on or jizzed in. What is that?
Yeah.
Drag.
Oh.
Everybody has had sexual experiences that you know. Don't think that what you do with your partner is anything original under the sun. You know what I'm saying? Like what you do with your partner, unless y'all two learned it together and read the Kama Sutra and you're like, oh, I didn't know that's a spot I never knew. Don't act like you brand new to this sex game. And don't act like your girl brand new to the sex game. So it's like you gonna date somebody, you got 5 kids, that means you let at least 5 dudes jizz in you. You know what I mean? Like
It could be one dude that jizz 4 or 5.
no, I'm saying I'm talking about a woman that has multiple baby daddies. One baby daddy, I could fucking understand. I could get
Like if you have one baby daddy, like my rule for me is like if I'm gonna especially date a woman, it got to be one kid.
But I judge you based upon I judge a woman's relationship with her baby daddy. I judge her based upon that, even if not completely, because it's not all her fault, but. And like, because of course, there's a lot of dudes that, some dudes are just bitter. They don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with the kid. They're assholes every time you see them. Blah, 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 blah. Can't change that. But then you got some women that they treat the baby daddy foul. They treat him a certain way. Even if they're with you, you recognize that, oh, God, he's fucking calling. The nigga's just calling because he's picking up the kid on Friday. This is every Friday. Why are you getting mad about it? Oh, I just don't like to see his name in my phone. Like, if your woman's still bitter over her baby daddy, I think that's a red flag.
You're going to be the next one.
I think that's a red
You're going
flag.
to be the next one to be the next bitter baby daddy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's an automatic red flag. Like, what are you mad about anything that he does with his life as long as he's there for his children? Because at the end of the day, children are
It's not their fault.
a forever contract. I get it. You got them for forever. They're your kids. But the support system of it, it's only up until a certain age. You know, and if you can support from a distance, God bless you. You know, if you could, because child support that shit ain't no game. You don't pay your child support, they take you to jail. They take your license away. You know what I'm saying? You want to be bitter to your baby?
Garnish your wages.
You want to have a bitter baby mom and pay her cash? She goes, no, you never did. I just gave it to you on Friday. No, you didn't. And you know you gave her cash. How you going to prove you gave her cash? If you didn't record it, it's her word, your word. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, watch who you have kids with. I think that's and yo, y'all be playing yourselves because you think the certain things are good, but you be seeing the red flags. You be things in the person's family, you like, that cousin a little weird. Then you already recognizing the DNA's off. Once you start seeing weird shit in people's families, that should be automatically red flags. Like, yo, why did your uncle talk about your ass so much? You know you be having them dirty Dominican uncles. Mira, that's a culo. Nigga, that's your niece, nigga. That's a whole niece. That's a whole niece, nigga. She related to you. You know, and that's a red flag for me. If you got shit like that in your family, and don't say we all do. Don't say we all do, because we don't all have shit like that in our family.
No,
we got other shit. Other people got other shit.
We got other stuff, but not that.
But you see it more often than not. Like, incest in the family is a red flag for me. I don't want to have a kid with a person that is close to the family that has incest in the family. I don't. One, my kid might be around it. And then two, like, ooh, you know, what if my kid comes out with this DNA that it's obvious it's here? You know what I mean? It's obvious. So it's like, you got to be cautious who you have children with, yo. You really do. Like, can't be out here just nutting in bitches and think it's cool. And for you dudes that do that, hey,
God bless you.
God bless you, bro.
God will judge you at the gates of heaven, or the devil will judge you.
I don't think it's I don't even think it's such a bad thing. I think it's just, you know, it's irresponsible. It's just irresponsible to be having all these kids out here with no plan and just to themselves, and however it gets figured out, it gets figured out. It's irresponsible.
And especially in this day and age, it's not like it's 1925 where it's like the Great Depression, you know.
Well, nobody cares.
And all that shit.
Nobody cares though. These foster homes, you hear the stories. You hear the stories of foster homes. You see the documentaries, foster homes, and how they treat each other, and the rape that goes on, and fucking, come on, and how some families just take the money and treat people like, come on. The United States foster system kind of like is poor. So it's like, it'd be one thing if we had kids, right? And we would put them straight through a mechanism that brings them up. Brings them women that gives them love and attention and care. Because that's what Timothy McVeigh, his brother said that he didn't have no human contact for months as a baby. That will fuck you up when you're fucking 1, 2, 3, 4 months and you don't have human contact. Niggas would just let him cry. That'll fuck you up. Not to be around no fucking people. And if we want to go ahead and just keep popping out babies, let's just house them right. Let's find a whole bunch of women that can't have kids, that want kids, right? Can't have kids, that want kids, right? Yep. Put them in a living situation. Tell them, hey, yo, this is your job. We're going to pay you X amount a year. This is all you got to do is give the baby some love when the baby come out. This is the stipulation. You don't keep the baby.
Fairly simple.
You don't keep the baby. All you do is, as foster parents, you raise it up.
Yeah, like it was literally coming out of you.
But you find the right people that actually fucking want kids. And there's a lot of women
that really want to, like...
There's so many men and women.
They're out there.
So many men and women. And I ain't even...
There's dads that want to be dads but can't be dads. And because the mom can't have a baby.
And people could come at me for whatever you want to say. I don't give a fuck about... I'm not even talking about like sexuality involved. I wouldn't care if you were a guy or girl. Yeah, love for a baby, because they're not keeping the baby forever. You know what I mean? They're nurturing the baby to give it that first moments of love. Because I think that's where we fuck up in the beginning. From the very beginning, those first 2 years, 3 years of our life are so detrimental in what we see and what we understand and how we're being loved. That means everything. Because when we step out into the world, now we push that out to the world. Because that's what we know from home. And that's what we know from, I think those first like 3 to 5 years. But after that, now you can take the kid and give him to another pair of parents. Parents that are about schooling. Yeah. Parents that are about learning what the kid's good at. What kind of sports. And then you get other parents involved. Oh, this is the coach? Look, this is the coach for the baseball. You play baseball well, so I'm going to teach you how to play baseball. Maybe you can have a future there. We should like be a real community and society of people. We don't have that shit, and I don't get it. We got technology everywhere. I'm trying to say technology from the Italian. Technology. But yeah, we got technology all around us, and we don't use it. But we keep having more babies and taking money from the government and keep raising people that, I'll be scared that we're going to run out of scientists and lawyers. Everybody wants to be a fucking influencer.
That's the way they see it.
Everybody wants us to be a fucking influencer. We're going to lose the doctors, the lawyers, the culture. We're going to lose the creative people. We're going to lose all that shit. What the fuck is an influencer?
I mean, I'm just grateful for like our generation, especially for like millennials, like I feel we grew up in the perfect time where like
It just didn't pass us by.
it we were outside, we were indoors, we were like exploring the world for what it was. The world was a lot more colorful growing up. Everything's now all like silver buildings. Remember, like I don't know if you remember, like really looking at the '90s where like the toys are colorful, like going to see like a house and just walking down the street and seeing like color, like it looked all fucking rainbow the fuck out. The grass was more greener. The sky was more bluer than it was supposed to be.
I think it's just we got desensitized. You know,
Like, everything's gray and white. And
we're fortunate that we do live in this era. We are fortunate that we do live in this era. But at the same time, it does make me sad. That's why I don't have kids. That's why I don't have kids, because I'm already sad about like what life looks like for y'all kids. Yeah, I mean, yo, God bless y'all that have kids, because it's rough to be a parent in this day and age, and it's rough to give some type of guidance, and it's rough to pay your bills and be on top of all that shit. And it's like, and then on top of that, be a parent. You know, you got to put a fucking smile on and take care of baby's kids. You know what I'm saying? When you just had a fucking 80-hour work week.
no, I'd be looking at my like sister for her coming home, and she gotta get my nephew across the street by herself. Some days I gotta go get my nephew across the street and take care of her until she comes home.
Well, it takes a village.
And it's like I'm glad.
It takes a village.
And then like I look at my nephew and he's like, you know, all smiley and you know so full of life. It's like, damn, I literally get to watch something like grow up. I get to watch something like
That's special.
learn things from me. Like he's like, watch me. You'd be like in that little racer thing, learning to walk and like just staring at me, like laughing. You know, I'm like yo-yoing and he just starts smiling and it's like, damn, this is beautiful. And it gave me like considerations like that to want to be like a dad for like my child. Like how, well, I know I'm gonna do even better for my child than I know I'm doing for my nephew right now.
Yeah, because this is like not like your practice run, so to speak.
Yeah, it's like,
You know, you got to witness how you would feel having a baby around. You know, because it didn't have to be that way.
no,
but-
it didn't.
but it-
then life shit happened. I literally woke up one day and I was like, I'm never gonna be an uncle. And then I blinked.
You could have
and I woke
resented.
up and I hear a baby crying while I'm waking up almost every morning. I'm like, what's the matter? Like I'm doing baby sounds and shit.
You could have resented all that. You could have been like,
could've, and my
fuck
sister-
this shit.
My sister even brings that up because she was like, I thought you would be like just there, like kind of like not wanting to be in your nephew's life. And I'm like, he's here. He's a part of me. Part of my DNA is in this child. So it's like, I got to see him as my son as much as you see him as your son. Like, I got to raise him too. I'm part of the reason of his upbringing. And I don't want him to like grow up and think like, oh, my uncle never gave a shit about me. It's like, that's not my DNA. Like, you know I am.
Yeah.
You know, my family knows I am. I'm not
But look, that's why I said it goes back to that thing of nature and nurture. You know, you being taken care of a certain way in your life.
like, and the hell look my parents be like, oh, why you don't play with your nephew? Why you don't take your nephew anywhere?
I do
You don't wanna hear
enough.
that from them?
Yeah, nah, you
Especially?
don't. You don't want to hear that from them. But again, it's not even only that. It's like it's not it's never the kid's fault.
That was enough. It's not his fault. He's here.
Nah, his fault. Fucking mom should have swallowed him. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
it's more his mom's fault. It's not his fault. Kenny, I love you if you ever watch this.
Nah, we good. This is all alleged, bro.
It's all allegedly.
He's just there. The kid's right there alive, but it's all
He's
alleged.
probably hearing this right now.
This is
from the
all
door.
jokes and disclaimers. Yo,
Yeah, if you're in the liver,
look for the tag. Look for the tag.
Look, I love my nephew like more than anything. Like I even look at like baby photos of me, and then I look at him. I'm like, this nigga's gonna. I hope he don't look like me growing up.
Well,
I
yeah,
hope he looks way better than
that's
that
how it works. I
growing
look
up.
like my uncle. I look like my uncle that passed
Like,
away.
if you look at a baby photo of me, like it's almost like, damn,
Now,
this
if it-
nigga hope he don't be like.
Nah, if his hair never grows in,
I mean,
now-
yeah, because dad's not bald, so he might be all right. He might be all right. Dad isn't bald.
He might be the person with hair that you never were.
Yep.
It look exactly
I
how
want him
you.
to be everything I'm not. Anything in life. I always bring this message. Look, be don't ever be like me.
Yeah.
Be better than me.
Yeah.
Like, I want you to have way more success. Like, if I'm great in yo-yos, I want you to be greater in whatever craft you decide to build in. If I'm a master in yo-yo, be a grandmaster.
Exactly.
Be the grandmaster that teaches masters how to be better.
A lot of fathers don't think like that though. Think about this, like Prince's father. Prince used to come to him and like he would be happy about like winning something, or can you teach me how to play? And Prince's father would always be like, I'm busy, I got another gig tonight. And he would never allow him. He never gave him the benefit to let him know he was like it was okay to play, or that he was better than him. Prince never got that shit from his pops. Some fathers be bitter, yo. Some fathers, and I see mothers be bitter over their 15, 16, 17-year-old daughter. I see moms be bitter over what?
I hate the bitter ones that they know that their daughters are like doing better than them. Like, like they're like quote unquote influencers. Like they got they're like makeup artists. They got great makeup. They're getting like views. Ooh. They're getting brands. They're being on TV like Fox, like all these late night shows and shit, getting gigs. And then they come home, they got coughing in their mouth. It's like, oh, you still ain't shit.
Yo, I know though. I know. I've seen it though. I've seen it firsthand. This is a Heineken Zero, alcohol free.
But there's still alcohol.
No, there isn't.
There is. Even just because the bottle says it, you believe it?
No, they're not. That would be so they could get sued for that.
You think Old Duels does have alcohol?
Because there's alcohol. Look, read this.
I know.
Nigga, Google it. Google it.
I got my phone on TikTok.
Oh, I got you.
We got like over 2,000 likes. Thank you guys. We're on TikTok.
Hey Siri.
Like now we're doing a whole.
Is there alcohol? And oh shit, no, don't do that up there. Hey, don't do that up there. Hold on.
Remember when
we
get
got
flagged on YouTube for this?
Hey Siri, is there alcohol in
really
alcohol-free Heineken?
That's that's going from Heineken, the website. Of course they're gonna lie to you.
Nah, nigga, this don't got beer in it. I don't know what's in it, but it's not beer.
You think honey turkey really has honey in it?
It's not refreshing neither. It tastes like a Malta.
What's wrong with Malta?
I'm not a big fan of Malta.
Goya.
I'm not a big fan of Malta. Like, niggas used to make all the big rave going on. Everybody used to drink everyone in the fridge. It was like, who could finish it fast enough? I'm like,
that was my grandfather.
That shit's not even that good.
God rest his soul, my grandfather.
You like Coke floats?
Like with ice cream?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't had one in a long time, but
I don't like that shit neither. That shit can't go.
I like Pepsi with soda. I don't like the Coke. Like, you know what it ends up tasting like to me? It ends up tasting like I'm drinking like scrubbing bubbles.
Yeah.
But like with the Pepsi, it's like it tastes more. This is gonna sound weird, but it tastes more creamier and it goes easier down my throat.
Yo, Rich, there's times where you just gotta say pause and then speak. You know, you just.
That's why I said it's gonna sound crazy. I didn't know if it was like a pause.
That sounded wild.
Ice cream and soda.
That sounded as wild. That's going on the chocolate tunnel list.
Alright, so we have like a pause jar, and anytime we pause, we put money in it.
Yo, we need a pause jar right inside of the floor.
Once we really redesign this whole space and get guests up in this bitch, all right, we'll start setting it up like you gotta put money in the pause jar. If we have cameras up here, witnesses and shit like that, we're gonna do all that.
Oh man, son. That nigga said something wild. It's okay.
It wasn't that wild.
It's
You're making it sound more wild than it sounded.
Nah, you just getting a certain way about it.
Because you bring it up. It's like you like one of those dudes that be like, why are you getting all defensive? Like gaslighting.
Alright. So when is it okay to pee on somebody?
What fucking segue is that?
Like when is it okay to pee on you?
It's never okay.
What if she asks you?
Like you pee on her or she pees on you?
No, what? Both. 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 Answer both. One at a time.
I mean, if you're into golden showers, I'm personally not into that because that's waste. You're getting waste on you. Like a shower is really not going to cleanse the shame of you getting like some yellow shit in your eyes or in your mouth or in your nose. And you gotta go. Oh, that was great.
you ever been squirted on?
No, but I have been in a girl and she queefed like really hard, and it felt weird. It felt like a motorboat on my thing.
I don't know. Sometimes I ain't with the queef. You ever seen queef gone bad?
That's what. No,
Where they queef and they shit by accident?
No, I haven't. That thank God has happened to
Queef
me.
gone bad, nasty.
You got queef though.
I'm not. Nah, I didn't say me. I'm just saying I've seen queef gone bad.
Oh, anything sick?
I didn't.
Crazy.
I didn't say
sexual,
me.
you.
I just said I seen
No,
queef gone.
You know a
bad.
guy. You know a guy.
I,
A guy's name is Philbert Dorano.
no, I just saying I seen it. Like I said, queef gone bad. Like you're crazy. God, why those gotta come back to me?
Because you're the guy that
But
A to Z
But
sex. You're the Kama Sutra.
Nah.
Hustlers magazine.
Nah, I've had like weird requests go like spit in my mouth. That's
I
what
spit a girl spit in my mouth before.
you made her.
Well, she did it, and that was by surprise.
She grabbed your face and went.
Yep. Almost shotgun my uvula.
Yeah. Yeah. She grabbed this nigga face and
Sniped it.
you like that shit, and then asked him if
Yep.
he liked it.
I'm like, ah.
Oh, you got no choice at that point, right?
It was like, I'm in it. Gotta love it.
Yo, that's pretty funny.
You never had that?
What?
You got shotgun and right in the
I
throat?
never got spit in my mouth.
But you spit in a girl's mouth?
She asked me to spit in her mouth.
And how do you get it like that?
Nah, I was just
You loogie it and shit?
nah. I don't know what to do. I found it as a strange request. Like, where is this going? You know what I mean? Like,
But see, spit is different than pee. I'd rather spit in my mouth than pee in my mouth.
but if you get, I guess so. I don't want none. I don't want none of your bodily fluids in my mouth. If I'm being a buck with you.
Don't wear spit to keep your phlegm.
I really don't.
Keep your teeth white because of the
Nigga,
moisture.
As I'm getting older, there's something wrong with me. Like, I be thinking sex is like, oh god, it's okay. I gotta do this right now.
Like it's a job for you or some
Yeah,
shit.
I gotta do this right
Like,
now.
gotta go
Can't we just do the turnover move? You know what I mean?
You just shake hands. This turns me on. See, just shake hands.
Yo, listen to the disclaimer.
Like, come on, bro. Really?
Yeah, dead ass.
You are-
I'm fucking joking. It's fucking jokes.
This is managed down
It's
multiple.
it's the Heineken Zero getting to me.
He's inventing like new moves.
This is a Heineken Zero though, no cap. Look, Heineken Zero.
This is the ghetto Kama Sutra.
See the
of
two
sex right
fucking
here.
zeros? Nah, I'm not that bad, nigga.
Maybe blowing girls' backs out while drinking beer like that.
Nah. Can't do that.
You know, like in the.
But I will say I won't spill my beer. Can't do that though.
He'll be like the American Psycho. Instead of flex his muscle, he's just.
Yo, that's one of my favorite movies of all time though. I ain't gonna hold you. American Psycho, that shit's one of my favorite. Like, Chris Bale's an animal, son. You know, and you could do so much more in the 90s.
That's method actor, and that's scary.
Yo, acting was acting back then. They didn't have the green screen, and they didn't have all the animations.
But method acting like that is extremely scary, especially for the actor himself. Because he has to really immerse himself into those type of roles. Like the Joker, like with Heath Ledger, he had to really immerse and feel like he was the Joker to a point where those motherfuckers be needing therapy after the movie's over for a long
Brokeback
ass-
Mountain with fucking
I mean, that down.
with fucking Heath Ledger and what's his name?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh my god, like yo,
You know how open you gotta be for, like, I gotta make this scene work. I gotta really give fuck to the ass for this scene to make it work. Memorable movie. He did it. Did he mentally enjoy it? Probably not. But he did it for the movie.
but you know what? That's a fucking actor right there. That's a champ right there, boy.
He took one for the team of men to get screwed.
I wonder how that conversation went though. Like, all right, you're
This
gonna,
movie gonna get fucked.
no, you're gonna do it. No, you're gonna do it. Yeah, but that's like, I bet he probably said,
Oh, we got paid well.
oh, but that's why. That's why he did that.
You get all right. When you get your back blown out in a movie for like $10 million.
What?
When you get your back blown out in a movie for $10 million. $10 million. The scene's not long. It's not like you're gonna be fucking for like 3 and 4 minutes straight. Might be like a good 30 seconds.
The thought is making me want to throw up. I'm not even gonna hold you. The thought,
The 10 million?
the thought of that type of activity.
Like changing money.
That type of activity, nah,
It's like, girls do it.
makes
I
it.
can't do
It
it.
makes me want to. It makes me want to throw up. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to subject myself to that type of like humiliation. I just saw a movie the other day, Dog Pound. You ever seen Dog Pound? It's an old movie. It's about these 4 kids that go to jail, and they become friends in jail. Long story short, but they get picked on. They get picked on, right? They get bullied and all that shit. They get picked on and they get bullied and all that shit.
Sorry.
My bad.
I cracked it.
They crack my eyeball.
Sorry.
They get picked on and they get bullied and all that shit, and they like form a coalition, sort of. And in one part of the movie, right, out of the 3 boys, one of them is a pretty boy. One of them, he's not a fighter, he's just a pretty boy. But the dude that was the fighter, he like kind of cleared out all the bullies, in some sense, right? Cleared out all the bullies in some sense. So 2 of the bullies were still there, and one of the bullies wanted to get back at them. So he took the pretty boy. This is a penitentiary. He took the pretty boy and he bent the pretty boy over and he fucked the shit out of this pretty boy. I was so disturbed by that scene, that jail scene, because I know that does happen. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a real life thing, and I think that's one of the worst things that you could do to a person. Like after that dude got fucked in his butthole, he fucking he killed himself. He slit his wrist.
You did?
Yeah, he was sitting there messed up over it. Like he's sitting there messed up over it, upset, and yeah, he slit his wrist because he got something taken. You don't. If you're not willing to give that up, nobody should ever take that from you. And I don't know if $10 million is enough money for me to live like comfortably enough with knowing I gave my asshole up for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe in an acting world, we're talking different. Because maybe in an acting world, I could imagine for the role, or for if I was passionate about acting. You know what I mean? If I was that passionate and I was like, fuck it, it's not really who I am. I don't give a fuck about doing it. Just get that money. Let me get famous. If I was really about it, hell yeah. You get in that role. But for real life, like, you ever seen that episode of Black Mirror when they took the prime minister's daughter or some shit like that, or they took the queen's daughter or some shit like that? It was like one of the first episodes. They took the queen's daughter, and then the prime minister, they were saying they wanted him to, in order to get her back alive, he had to fuck a pig.
Ugh.
Yo, bro, on national TV though. He wanted it on national TV that this dude has sex with him. Yo, this poor prime minister, bro, because he goes to the queen. The queen's like, what are you gonna do? You go fuck that pig.
Did he?
Yeah. In front of everybody. You gotta see everybody. Look, everybody's in the pubs. Everybody's sitting there like, oh, fucking bloody hell. Look, he fucking that thing. Yo, crazy, yo. Oh,
Yo, fucking bloody hell.
yo, he had to take mad pills. And he was like, yo, he was just like, and the pig is sitting there. Yo, they humiliate this nigga because they had the pig eating. And he's like, why is the pig eating? She goes, don't worry, we gave the pig a sedative so it won't feel a thing. He's looking at, I'm like, no way. And he does it. I'm like, I ain't gonna hold you. Not fucking a pig. Yo, the poor guy had a wife, kid, and everything, bro. And the wife is like, please don't do it. And he's like, yo, they'll fucking kill me if I don't do it. And like, yo, please don't do it. You really gonna fuck a pig? You gonna embarrass me like that? Embarrass me right now and go fuck a pig? And like, what? He said, yep. But he's like, yep. I gotta go do my job.
Yep. Motherfucker. Wow.
Well, that's why you don't sign up for certain jobs. That's the life and the lesson today.
That's the message of the day.
Yeah.
Don't sign up for every opportunity is an opportunity.
No, not at all. You can walk us out, Rich, if you want. We've been here for over an hour.
All right, well, closing on that. Pigs getting fucked.
Yeah, closing on pigs getting booty hole. You know what I mean? So if you made it this long, please like and subscribe.
You want to close them out this time? You can close them out if you want.
Yo, peep out the disclaimer. Like and subscribe. We in the building, season 3, EP 2. You know what I mean? I don't even know what we talked about today, but I'll figure it out when we edit it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's the best part. Like, oh shit, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Saving body parts.
Let's just call it growth. You know what I mean? Salute to growth.
And skeletons.
Peace, love, and
And
yours.
eventually I did turn to cannibalism.
Look, I've been flies way before I got appendicitis. And if you never heard of me, well then you might have just skipped over the conversation where they talk about me as the roller coaster of rap. Hands up as I shout. Don't take me serious, I'm a weirdo that yo-yos that dresses like a bitch and has a pig as a logo. You gotta understand the process where I came from, where you gotta make it out, or else you stuck in those same slums. Fighting and pulling gats out there on the corner with a bullet through your lungs as your body's getting warmer. Sad now cause your brother died, you see your mother cry, so you drive around in Greece until he's butterfried, messing with your mental in this sad cold world. Wanna blame God, honey? Too bad, old girl. It is what it is when you're growing up in the menace. Find your talent, work hard, then you're blowing up in the stratus. I've been happy, I've been sad, I've been afraid, I've been mad, but it's all in your mind, so you'll be just fine. Just relax, you already know it's time, right? I've been happy, I've been sad, I've been afraid, I've been mad, but it's all in your mind, so you'll be just fine. Just relax, you already know it's time, right?
Joker breaking out of Arkham, grab a bond, got a spark, a rocket launcher stash for months. Abandoned car parked up, stench from the trunk. Last body he forgot to dump, foot up on the clutch, about to catch another one. Mental of a narcissistic, manic depressant, losing everyone I love, popping pills became essence. Jack Daniels, Johnny Walker, 2 shrinks, got me on the bender. Clinical depression makes it hard to stay centered. Catch a body, don't remember, dementia, schizophrenia. 2 sides like a Gemini, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Hey, I stuttered, then you died. Parents couldn't help him, every spouse told him lies. Older cousin touched him, no need it and ask him why. He's hardboiled love and see the nympho in his eyes. All my women Harley Quinn, all as dangerous as him. Planning on me getting locked up and getting out again. You know it.
I've been happy, I've been sad, I've been afraid, I've been mad, but it's all in your mind, so you'll be just fine. Just relax, you already know it's time, right? I've been happy, I've been sad, I've been afraid, I've been mad, but it's all in your mind, so you'll be just fine. Just relax, you already know it's time, right? I'm like a raw whore that fucks hardcore, dirty and grimy, throw my money and bang my head on the car door. Bloody demon's what I am, you're already scared. I ain't no bitch, but you think I'm soft as a teddy bear. I sit and contemplate on what I'm gonna do next, and try to reach the end goal while skipping over a few steps. But there's my thoughts, they're just trying to make my ears blow, saying I should switch out the flow. Okay then, you see the signs, I'm feeling fine. The world isn't yours, it is mine. I'm the king, you a slave. Don't like it, I'ma put you in your grave. I really need a nap, I haven't slept in 3 days. I'm the greatest rapper that's lived, that sounds cliche, but I'm the only one that's present standing here in front of you. It's me or it's nobody else, so what you gonna do? I've been happy, I've been sad, I've been afraid, I've been mad, but it's all in your mind, so you'll be just fine. Just relax, you already know it's time, right? I've been happy, I've been sad, I've been afraid, I've been mad,